I just get amused looking at my hair these days. From the lighting and my roots, it's like, what dyed hair? Amble's like, yeah, what dyed hair? There's some of my noms hidden up there, right? No. No, there are not, Amble. There are not. What way did you sit before? So you sat upright and you balanced, and I don't know what way around. Was it like that? I think it was like that. We'll roll with that. We'll roll with that. A little bit. Teeny tiny bit. Time's weird. Because it's like whenever you haven't done something for a bit, and you're like, oh, what am I doing? Why am I what? And who? And why? And when? And what? And it's like... like one day off, but it feels like longer than that because I actually did stuff. I had a very chill weekend away with friends. Very chill. So chill, I'm totally binge play Detroit because they have a PlayStation 4. We're like, play it. Hi, Sirexi, you Asput choosing Asput. Though on the Minecraft topic, I think I am probably going to YouTube it. I don't know. Maybe I'll do like one test stream, and depending how that goes then, probably just, I don't know, okay? I watched my friend play it like all weekend, and now I'm just like, maybe I should give it a second chance, because I played it like a teeny tiny bit, like 6 years ago. For one thing, it seems to have changed a little bit, and for two, I'm maybe slightly less intimidated by the whole, like, okay, what am I doing thing. I wouldn't say I was intimidated back then, but I feel like I tried Minecraft at the wrong point in, like, my gaming journey. I was just like, what am I doing? I ended up just spamming chicken and bat spawns in creative mode. Hey, Pika! What's up? What have I done? What circle? When did Debbie play your specifically on the 20th of August, so 7 days ago. It was like a day or two after the host, because I don't remember what day anything is. What even day was the 20th? I don't know. That was last Well, it was last Tuesday that we did the raid, wasn't it? Or was that I don't remember, but it was within a couple of days after raiding Debbie. And I got that email, and I was like, oh! Damn! Wow! Wowee! No, Monday? Yeah, I realized that Monday is not the stream day, but the 20th is Tuesday. I remember last week. Also, I'm on theme. Ah! Okay! Thank you for the host, Pika. No thank you to Stream Elements, and it's weird. Why? Why does it not acknowledge host fucking... But it'll do it when a raid comes in, so I don't know. Is there something wrong with the trigger thing? Is this a thing across all Stream Elements people? Have I somehow, like, fucked up one alert in my overlay somehow? I believe I'd find a way, but I'm also like, but how would you fuck up only one alert? Shush you. But how are you both? How was your weekends? Also, yeah, I was gonna say, I'm a little bit matching today. Just a little bit. I'm here for Winnie the Pooh stuff. More importantly, I'm here for Winnie the Pooh stuff I actually like. I'm good. I had a very chill long weekend. And now I'm just backed into the craziness. On the bright side, the overtime in work is looking better. So, that's good with all the upcoming new games. I do like a theme. I'm very lazy and it'll be low-key, but I do like a theme. Hey, I'm drinking from the same mug right now. We're mug twins, Rexy. I'm just really happy I have this mug. I don't know how old these, like, this, like, range of mugs, because is this an official Disney one? Yeah. Yeah, it has a Disney bloop. But I never saw it in Disney store. I found it in a charity shop and was like, Winnie the Pooh! Because I don't actually... Like, I have other Winnie the Pooh mugs, but they're all Eeyore. Do I have a yeah, there's a Tigger mug somewhere. But that's my only Winnie the Pooh mug. So I had them for a few years. I mean, I could have missed them at Disney. They could have been just before I actually started going to Disney and, you know, throwing all my money. It's not all, but okay, you know what? No. I want a triple theme because I just realized I totally can. And you know what it means if I bother to stand up. You know what it means. And if you don't, well, you're about to find out. Of course I do. Of course I do. And he's so soft too. Sighs. Well, at the current moment I'm in class with a wisdom tooth that's really hurting me and my headset's finally broke today. Tell your wisdom tooth it's not wise to cause pain. And I am sorry for your headset. Can you at least get a replacement ASAP, or... I like how Hamble's just there like, hey, I'm the main plushie around here. Hey, don't forget about me. That's exactly what it looks like. Don't worry, Hamble. So I wake up in the morning with an awful headache. Too many of my friends are prone to headaches and I don't like it. I don't like it. I imagine you like it even less. Please, like, just kick the headache out. It's not paying rent. Can go to school with like, oh, that's a bad. I mean, do painkillers have any effect? Can I buy you a new head? The scary idea is one day when that could actually be possible, but also the price tag to such a thing, it would probably be as scary as it being possible. It's weird because I usually haven't been prone for them. You used to be, though. Nope, I really appreciate some people are posting up my stream elements to help me. Although, hopefully you get one sooner than later. Though I did help Ryu a lot with his streamers. Ooh. The Pika PR service or otherwise. Hamble, I love you, but please sit up. Also, the best thing about this Pooh Bear plushie is the stitching detail, because, you know, Winnie the Pooh is a plushie. This is a plushie of a fucking plushie character, you know? A realistic... I'm not going to get into technicalities of the 100 Acre Wood... Can you say citizens? I don't know. Residents. Residents works. But it was funny because in the Disney store, I saw this plushie butt first, and I was like, oh, they have a cute little stitch detail on him. I want him. And then I picked him up, and I looked at him, and I was like, I don't know. He looks kind of derpy. And then I just started, let's see if I can do it with the camera. I just started doing this into my boyfriend's face, like, yeah, see, kind of derpy, yeah. And my boyfriend, as he puts it, just saw the little cogs turn in my brain, like, yeah, she's buying this. Pika PR service. Because you're very good at spreading the word about streams. So now I refer to that as the Pika PR service. Don't know if public relations is the most accurate term, but I just like saying PR. Don't buy me a new head, please. I like my head even though it's... There's about equal measures of positive and negative in that sentence, and I'm just... okay. It's okay. But it's just like my other friend has like headaches and a sore back and a shitty immune system, and it's just like, we just need to just get you a new everything. Fortunately, because I was getting ready for school, I couldn't. Aw, but can't say anything to it, I know. I need to put him down because he's actually ridiculously soft. He's one of Disney's Cuddles range, and they are, like, softer than the usual plushie. He's like, it's like not velvet, but the way velvet is texture-y wise, and like the soft do. Yeah, okay. I think I just killed Pooh Bear. Excuse me, I have to go make it look less like a murder scene over there. Come on, Pooh Bear, you don't belong in the floor. On your back, with a chalk outline around you. I gave him a good raid target yesterday, but take a look. Take a look, you say? Okay. Lavender Courage! Damn it. The duck song!
Hi! Oh gosh! Would you want a belt underneath your testicles? The one time I get raiders! Oh no.
Lavender Courage!
Damn it.
A duck walked up to a lemonade stand and he said to the man, run in the stand.
Hi!
Hey,
Oh gosh!
I just like the duck song. I don't see the embarrassing part. You heard it right. The lavender... Well, she just went like, Lavender Courage! And then the duck song starts and then, oh, raid. So I either misheard something, or I don't see what's embarrassing. Shrug. Strong shrug. Gonna remember to make my game full screen. Boop. Though, I noticed it says she was playing Spyro, and let's be real, I'm gonna be very real with you guys, and by this I mean you totally see this coming. This is typical and expected and not exactly surprising, but this week is basically just waiting for Spyro to come out, because it comes out next week and I've already bought it and I'm just waiting to play it because I'm going to replay my fucking childhood. So September is just going to be Month of the Dragon probably, because, you know, all 3 games, and I have no idea how long that will even take because child me never completed any of them in the PlayStation 1. So let's see if we'll see if I can do better with it. A few more years added on. At the end of the duck song, I was asking, would you want a belt underneath? Ah. Yeah, I completely missed that. I was basically like, Lavender Courage, duck song. Oh, what a time to get a raid. Ba-ba-ba-ba. Wait, why are you? Ah, because I hit full screen, but I didn't hit apply, or I didn't hit the keep display settings because I'm real smart and get distracted. What you by? Makes sense now. Makes sense. May have just been too distracted by the duck song. Duck song's a good song. Amble your little ears. Oh no. And as some of you may have noticed, Hamble has an Instagram now. Or as I prefer to call it, an Instaham. You can all thank Bipsy for that. Because whilst I like the idea and concept of plushie accounts generally, I was like, do I really want to make Hamble one? And Bipsy was like, hey, have you ever thought about this? And I was like, I mean, I have, but I mean, it sounds like I didn't want to have to sign in and out of Instagram accounts, but I found out you can link accounts, so it's basically like switching YouTube accounts. It's all like simple and interconnected. I was like, Well then, it would be rude not to. Gotta follow Chris. You did! Hamble hopes that you don't mind being stalked by him. That's literally what Yuki messaged after. Yuki just messaged me in Discord being like, I appear to have been stalked by a certain Piggle. And I was like, who would have thunk? Don't you mean thoink? Should have had that. Not like you followed me with that account. Yeah. I realize I'm talking to two of the people who definitely know about it, but hey. Hamble's a topic. The great thing is I have a significant backlog of Hamble pictures, so if I can be bothered to scroll back through my camera photos on my phone enough. But yeah, today we're going to play The Sims because, as the title says, it's time to stop neglecting me. And by me, I mean Sim-me. He's the hot topic. He is, but he don't shop there, mostly because they don't sell food. Unless they do, in which case sue me. Don't sue me, I'm not American. I'm sorry, Sirexi. We could only hit you with a marshmallow. I don't know what I'm doing. Okay, my sim self is all chill with careerness. That's awesome. Okay, we're trying to make a video game or an app. Right, because I have a little bit of everything in terms of all the hobby and creatableness things. Can I make a game? Can I make an app? What are we in? We are in autumn, which is what I wish we were in real life. That's why I say, just do it. Do what? Do what? Just gonna ignore you suing me. That's how life works, right? If you don't acknowledge it, it didn't happen. I was mid-sentence for something. What was it? I actually don't remember my train of thought. Oh, the marshmallow. Sorry, all out of marshmallows. We're trying to make a video game. When we get to that point, I need to remember what some of the great Hamble game name puns that have been mentioned before are. Well, I am out then. Oh, so you only come here for the marshmallows? Is that how it is? Is that how it is? Oh, this room is full of marshmallows. Now, considering you know Hamble's here, I highly doubt that, Sirexi. The only way we could ever mention marshmallows here is with Hamble eating them all. Being like, you know, here's marshmallows, here's Hamble. Vacuum mouth action and just being like, no, Hamble, not the marshmallows, trying to pull him away, but it's useless. He's going all Kirby on them. That's how that would go. I'm disappointed, shit. Well, I might not have marshmallows, but I'm led to believe that occasionally my streams are somewhat interesting. Oh, man. But what have you guys been up to at the weekend and everything? Tell me about your lives. Because seriously, my weekend was just like, chill with friends. Steal their PlayStation with permission. And then one birthday party in which I definitely drank way too much cider. Not in any of the conventional ways that you can drink too much cider, but more in the emotions were too close to the surface and the anxiety wanted to talk. I didn't want to talk to it. Maybe should be all Kirby like instead of Hamble. He's trying to teach me, But I'm just not as good as him at it. As good as him at. Yeah, that sentence does work. Though I think he's also not teaching me properly because he doesn't want the competition. So, shrug. Oh, I can remove that. Excusez-moi. Also, they announced the next Sim pack. I mean, we already knew what it was going to be. It's going to be Realm of Magic. But they finally announced, actual details and the actual date. It comes out on the 10th of September. Guys, there's too many games coming out in the next couple of months. I already have trouble deciding what to play, damn it. It's going to be fun, though. It's going to be so fun. Hello, overlay. Where's the thing? Nope. Click on the thing. Yes. And if I could just boop. Did that work? That worked. And boop. There we go. Technically went to my friend's house for technically his birthday and home welcoming or whatever. Home welcoming? Did they return home or did they just buy a house? For sure. I'm just gonna be overwhelmed with excitement. I looked over to my other screen and I was like, where'd the Sims go? And then realized it minused down when I tabbed to the other monitor to adjust overlay. I was just like, this isn't right. So not so fun ending. Oh no. Not fun ending. I moved into their place somewhere. Nice. Moved on up with, yeah. I was like, oh, wait a minute. We still have that. I'm kind of strongly considering going more minimal on the overlay, at least on the, gaming screen. I'm just I don't know. Staring at it in The Sims where it's just this doesn't entirely work. Oh yeah, shrimp! Pika! What up? As my pets be more social than me. I'm not surprised, quite frankly. Really not surprised. You want to talk to me and we want to do all the useful pet things. The little motto is penguin. It's so adorable. Debbie, I remember I asked you for a joining. Oh yeah. And then I asked, I was like, what do you want? And then you had... did you have to go? Was that when your laptop was dying or whatever thing? But yeah, just make your demands. Is that a little penguin? Is that a sip? That is a sip. Oh my god, it's an adorable sip emote. Don't mind me, I'm just going to be freaking out over that penguin. Ref pick. I believe I remember this. I believe in my memory. I don't believe in my memory. Who's dying? Yes, your allergy stuffs. That was a stressful time, huh? Sirexy. Why that duck so eyebrowy? Makes me think of Duck Game. Makes me think of my Duck Game plushie. Because it sits across from my bed and gives me that raised eye. Bipsy, I'm hydrating. Wait, why are we hydrating? Nightbot didn't say anything, but I don't know. Ah! Srexy, did you just steal a zoo's worth of penguins? Because they're adorable. But hi, Bipsy, how are you? How's your weekend? What up? Also, how excited are you for not even next week, 2 and 3 days away? There's so many, not so many horror games, but Man of Medan and Blair Witch both come out this week, and I'm ah! I still don't. I'm like, do I want to buy them instantly or do I want to save them for Spooktober? I think I want to save them for Spooktober, but there's the small hype in me that's like, when did I last play a horror game? Ripsy, you had... In Shrimp Juice stream, Shrimp doesn't hydrate, you hydrate. I mean, fair bet, Bipsy, but... you're a Bip spot now. See you. Everybody hydrate! Has no monies, but you can hydrate. I was finally able to serve my favorite pro, so I got... Ah, cool! Very adorable penguins. I want all the penguins. I feel like I'm forgetting something, but you know what? That's it. My watch. I left my watch on my desk before the weekend, and I don't normally do that. And I went to work yesterday without it, and I was like, don't know what time it is. So I'm just going to leave that where I'm actually going to see it tomorrow. There's so many games coming out. It's like, I know. Like, Spyro comes out. Mark Medan, Blair Witch. Man of Medan. My brain. What else comes out? I mean, the next Sims pack comes out in September as well. October has... I know Luigi's Mansion comes out at the end of October. Is there something else? And I know November has Planet Zoo. And I'm sure there's other things that I'm not thinking about. Link's Awakening comes out in September. I remember that because I'm kind of interested. So that was the day. Mayday, mayday, call the bus, come to life, shrimp. Aye, mayday, mayday, call the bus. Nope, sorry. Illegitimate nightbotting. Yeah, Nightbot didn't say it of its own accord, and I just hydrated, so no. That's Nightbot abuse. Oh yeah, have you seen the little bit of control? Have you seen the little bit of control with... He's literally the most finished character in the game I have seen in a little while. I am not sure to what you referred to, Sirexy. Nope. I ignore all legitimate Nightbot commands. Control is the game. I have not seen, and I don't think I'm familiar with Control, but quite frankly, there's so many games coming out at the moment. Shrimp, listen to your mods! Nah. Excuse me, Mimi. Leave little Ham alone. Unless he's okay with this, but like... It's not me when I tell her to hydrate. Nightbot does it. It's literally Nightbot's job. Will burn your ass if you don't. I literally hydrated when Nightbot said it. And I will say it, I will hydrate again when Nightbot says it. But not illegitimate Nightbot posts. Also, I'm sending you the video that I was linked to. Oh!
Yesterday I slapped Dwayne Johnson's ass. I've officially hit rock bottom.
Danzo, thank you for resubbing for 12 months. Ooh. A whole year. That's insane. 6 months straight, but like a whole year. The puns are beautiful. This is like my favorite thing. Anytime Danzo subs in any channel, you know there's going to be a glorious, glorious pun. But how are you, Danzo? How was your weekend? How is your week going? I barely remember what day it is. Finally, the King Pizza. Yes, you did it. You have a full pizza now. Damn it, guys. Now I want pizza. Not that any of us are surprised by that. Could everything please stop being broken? Go take a shower. Does the cat need? No, the cat's fine. The litter box is chill. What am I doing? I want to see if I can make a game. Yep, and it's like, nope. I feel like I was gonna say something. Now I just don't remember. I don't remember. I'm totally having that moment when you're like, I'm sure I had many things I wanted to talk about earlier, but now I'm on the spot and my brain is just going, Mayday, Mayday, what do we talk about? There's nothing going on. Ah, Mayday. Be a shrimp, just watch the thing I sent you. I will. I love supporting you. I love you supporting me too, Denzel. I love you, Denzel. I'm good. I had a very chill long weekend staying with my friends. Finally got to play Detroit Become Human because they have a PlayStation and are really nice people. Oh, that gave so many feels, and I got the really good ending. When it comes out in the Epic store, I'm kind of going to be tempted to actually... This is what's going to sway me to get Epic, and I'll say announce it will come to Steam later. Because I already have 2 regular launchers, technically already 3 when I occasionally WoW. 3 to 4 launchers, I know it's trivial and doesn't really matter, but at the same time I'm just like, couldn't it all be on Steam? Couldn't it all? Look at Tongue! But how are you, Denzo? He was a good pickle. He has his own Instagram now, as you know. He's a clever too. For your boss, Hamble. Enjoy that full pizza pie to feed. So what? Like people sub, and then like Pika just hands out the pizza slice to them, and they go, "Yeah, I have pizza," and then they turn around and there's Hamble there with his sunglasses and a little nub out, like, you know, it's for me. Give it. And they're just like, oh, okay, Hamble, and hand it over, and Hamble eats it and then looks expectantly for more, and they're like, Hamble, you had it, I'm pizzaless, no. So I can see Hamble sat in a beer garden with a pint. I don't think Hamble would be sat in a beer garden with a pint. I think he'd be more closer to the nearest food source. Though if you tell him the beer garden has food, you might get him there. Or is he not old enough? I mean, for argument's sake, Hamble's like 2 years old, so... Danzo, you're such a bad influence on young pickles. Why is Rexy licking a butt? Because Rexy do what Rexy do. I've played The Sims 4 for 100 hours in this save file. Cool. Penry. Red Note! Everybody was Red Note fighting. Yeah, he's not drinking it. Yeah. Besides, he'd much prefer a milkshake. Tastes sweeter. So much red noting. It's beautiful. Now you're just taking the ham with this. Though it is highly amusing. My pupper's under the table and my Sim's food is just merging into the dog. Okay, that's fine. This is fine. This is not fine. What do you mean uncomfortable? You're inspired. You're literally... Well, I'm sorry it's a cheap fridge, but, you know, I mean, we could upgrade. We could literally upgrade, but do I care enough to upgrade? I don't know. Time to stop his ass. Pika's like, no. You cannot stop me. I don't know if that's not a host or an actual host, cause Stream Elements doesn't pick up host, but thank you, Blue Rose, anyway. Boop. Nearly slid off my chair. I was too into the boop. You are here. Hello. Hello, Blue Rose. How are you? It wasn't me. You guys were trying to use it at me first. I like how it's like you guys. How many of us? Hosts have been really buggy. Yeah. But Stream Elements never seems to pick up on them. And it weirds me out because it can. There's nothing wrong with the alert. It even maybe actually notices them when there's like a raid. And like it picks up a host then. But just a host by itself, it's like, no. True, PK and Bibsy. Doing well, working so since I'm coming back to Twitch. I saw about that on Twitter. That's hopefully exciting and not too nerve-wracking. I hope things are chill for you. I think so. You know what? Honestly, it was a sea of red notes and purple names, so I'm just not saying one way or the other. See, I'm just like, yeah, there were red notes. That's why I line Streamlabs for alerts and Streamlabs for OBS. Whereas I just use OBS and then Stream Elements for alerts. I just like Stream Elements more. It's nice when it works. Ooh. Hey Shrimp, I hate to ask, but what, Pika? Also, where's my sim self? Yeah, that sounds about right. Get up way before I'm well rested and browse the internet. Okay, no, it's because my neighbors are jackasses. This is a bit like me this morning. Because I was away at the weekend with my friends, so I didn't see my boyfriend, so I saw him after work on Monday, and I stayed over, and then I came back here, like, whenever he went to work. So I got home at, like, 8, and I was like, yeah, I'm gonna go back to sleep, because fuck getting up at 6:30. And then I ended up awake for, like, 2 to 3 hours, because I'm not a good intentional napper. And I got dragged into the computer because I was like, I'll do one thing because I won't remember if I like take a nap and wake up again. And then a couple hours later. And then I did take a nap because I knew I felt too tired. I was like, I'm not getting through tonight. And then I slept for too long. But hey, it's fine because it counts as a chill day. Yeah, am I allowed to post the link for the Wait, why are your neighbors... They're not on the roof, Pika. They're on they're in their apartment through that door. As for the link, I'm not sure if that's chill for posting in chat, but you're more than welcome to post in the, I guess, the promo bit of the Discord. I don't know, I need to, like, review my policies. Why the hell is it? Well, you see, Pika, there's the birds and the bees and something. What's broke now? Oh, did you break the laptop? Me, please. Please. Okay, I believe in myself not killing myself fixing this. Sorry, I'm literally all over the damn place, Shrimp. We will call you Tigger. I know that that was like a partially eaten meal already, but did my sim really just eat that in like a spoonful? Turn it off, please. Okay. Good, you go to bed. You get some sleeps. Pickle's gonna sleep. I must go take care. Okay, Pipsy. Have fun. Oh, yeah, I'm not Tigger. I mean, okay, you don't want to be Tigger, but what's wrong with Tigger? He's an energetic, cool bean. Yeah, because I am Tigger. Siraxi, that's your cat. You are not your cat, Siraxi. I want to rewatch Christopher Robin now. Or any Winnie the Pooh thing. But specifically Christopher Robin, because it's the most recent thing. And you know, it was that beautiful nostalgia slap in the face. Every so often I get the craving to watch it, because I'm like, I just want the feel-good feels from that. Granted, it's a bit of an emotional roller coaster when you're very fond of Winnie the Pooh. It's like, no, Christopher Robin, please, don't walk away from your beloved bear. But it's all okay. So now you're finally admitting he's real Tigger. I never said that your cat was the real Tigger. I just said your cat's called Tigger. Didn't even get to read that. I don't really care because that's kind of accurate with me on my phone. There's always notifications and eventually I read them. You know, I finally tried one of the pink Kit Kats today. I'm really not sure how to describe the taste. It's like sweeter, but like earthier. He said he is the Tigger, so... No, you said you were Tigger, and I was like, no, that's your cat, but I never said any of you were the Tigger. Because the Tigger is Tigger. Neither of you are bright orange with stripes and a bouncy, bouncy tail. Yes, neighbory friend person. Okay, me, wake up. Good. That's accurate. Waking up and dying to pee. That's accurate. I feel like I have a pea-sized bladder, but you know what? Jim, can you take a little bit of a special request for Pika? I mean, that kind of depends on the request. Yes, Rixie, I am sure. Because the most fun-ful things about Tiggers is Tigger's the only one. What's the dragon doing? I can't believe Realm of Magic is so close. I'm excited. I'm just not sure because it's like the trailer is like a sim walking by a portal that goes to like the magical realm and all the cool stuff. So I'm like, does that mean that's like a double world? Like there's the normal non-magical side before the portal and then there's the magical side? Or is it a bit more like a like normal neighborhood, just as a neighborhood, and then the portal's more of a destination area? Like you can't live there, but you can go there. I'm sure there's probably that detail somewhere, but I'm really bad at being in the loop about anything. I'm just excited because everything just looks cool. They're doing all the spell casting and flying on brooms and cauldrons, and I'm like, yes, it's for Ryu. I really want votes for him. Right? And I come into this where? Clean the litter box. Eat the pancakes and then can continue to be a really, really, really fun sim. Yes. Side job. Mimi. You're taking a nap in the fridge. I guess I won't replace the fridge anytime soon. 1 sec, packing up. Okay. Packing up, packing up, packing up. Still get that stuck in my head. I just get things that are old stuck in my head. Although admittedly a few times this week I've gotten a Nicki Minaj song stuck in my head because my friends were playing it. I don't even know what the song's called, but it's the one where she's talking a lot about King Kong. I just get that like line stuck in my head and I'm like, okay. Okay. Do I have aging on? Not good. I always get a little bit paranoid if I've played in a different household where it has been on, and I'm like, definitely have it off for here, right? Right? You're a good little ham. Oh, attention's low, activity's low. No. Could you like play with the hamster, please, Alice? Please? Pretty please with sugar on top? I figure like I can't possibly be the only person who does this because it's not a weird thing and there's a lot of people out there. But do you guys have go-to rewatch movies? Because I totally do. Like I'll rewatch probably anything eventually, but I always want to rewatch specific either movies or franchises more. Like generally like Pacific Rim and Godzilla 2014, I'll always rewatch. And then every so often I just gotta yeah, I don't know where I'm going with the sentence. Every so often I just want to rewatch Insidious or Sinister. And they're just wonderful every time. Started rewatching the Insidious movies. Just have to rewatch the 4th one now. They're just good because Elise. She's the selling point. I mean, they're not just good because Elise. I don't... Yeah, that sounds like I'm discrediting absolutely everything else. Like, I enjoy them, but Elise is just like that extra level of yes. What's the actress? Lin Shay, is it? I like know the name, but I'm terrible with actor names. But any horror movie she's ever in, I'm always like, yes. Thanks to Insidious. Hello, me. Please be able to make a game or an app so we can move on with our desires of getting all the aspirations done. Play with? Yes, play with the little ham. His hunger's getting to okay. I don't want him to get hungry. You know, when I was playing Detroit, and there's some like little robot birds at a point, and I was like, why would you make robot birds? You can have the real ones. Like, but I'm thinking about it, and technically realistic robotic pets would have an appeal if you didn't have the time to, like, I don't know, exercise them or clean up after them, or if you're like me and you're squeamish enough that you're not sure if you're going to have pets of your own. More than happy to, you know, snuggle other people's pets, but it's a bit like kids. You just pat them and then hand them back when they poop. Meow. Oh, that's it. I had a dream last night where, like, me and a couple of friends were in some sort of weird horror movie scenario. It was a bit like The Descent, but if The Descent had like some weird secretive organization behind the whole cave thing. Residence. But it reminded me because at the end, it's like literally just running away and like me being like, no, we can stay here, we'll probably be safe in the daylight. And other people being like, we don't know that, we gotta go. And I feel like my brain might have pulled out a childhood memory for that one. Because there was one time when I, like we were very little. Maybe not very little, but like any young age is very little. Maybe we were 10, I have no idea. Maybe we were 8. Either way, me and my friend and her brother were like wandering around, and she thought she saw something in some trees and like said as much, and then like took off sprinting down a hill. And meanwhile, me and my not so athletic legs were just waddling along at her like, no, you gotta stay together. You know, when you split up, that's when like the things happen. Because, you know, I've seen a horror movie. Maybe we were older than 10. Maybe we were 13. I don't know. Either way, if there's one thing that all the horror movies and Scooby-Doo and literally anything ever taught me, it's like, you don't split up. And I do occasionally still bring that up to remember when you totally abandoned me to get like murdered by what was probably just, I don't know, whatever animal in some trees. It was great. That was the moment that is the description of, you know, like if you see a bear, you just have to be able to outrun your friend. I'm the poor sucker that would be said friend. Note to self, if any of you ask me to go hiking or something with you, I'm going to decline now because now you know that. I'm not going to be bear bait. Can I feed you a tweet? And play with again, but we can't do that because you're currently doing that. I mean, I think you're gonna have to, you know, run in your wheel and get your activity needs met yourself, buddy. Just saying. Just saying. Oh no, he bit me. Bite-sized bite. It's a little nibble, but it's a lot of pain. Yes, I know you need amusement. Everything's broken. But Piggle's having a good time. Piggle's just napping away. It's always the same neighbors. Speaking of apartments, because neighbors in apartments, whenever I was rewatching Insidious Chapter 3, the freaking size of the apartment that family lives in, like that's not an apartment, that's like a full house. Everything is broken indeed, like me. Hey, that's my line. That's my bad joke. I have been upstaged in my own stream. I must go now. Meanwhile, Hamble's just like, okay, but like just leave some noms. Or send someone else with noms, and I'm just like, thanks, Hamble. You're so important to me, too. Reckon I meant badges. Badges? Oh, okay. You meant badges instead of emotes. Okay. Yes, play the game. Playing density effect. Yeah. There's a small part of me that hopes, since like reinstalling Windows and everything on my computer, like a couple of months. Oh, that might have been actually more than a while ago. Anyway, but my point being, because I recently re-downloaded Dead Space 3 on my computer, and now I'm like, I wonder if the DLC will work this time. I doubt it, considering all the things that did not work before, but hey. Me, fashion stream, okie dokie. What do you mean I just went and broke your sentence and made it be more like me? And make it be more like me by literally adding the words, like me. Yes, and I mean you stole my joke. I don't mind this kind of noise because my sim self is neither tired And it's not an annoying noise. I'm kind of like, hey neighbors, what you listening to? I didn't steal it, I borrowed it. Oh yeah, well then give it back. How about that then? Both the pets are asleep. Where's the cat? The cat is asleep on the fridge. Hello, I'm having trouble with my robot army. They just want to sit around and drink coffee. Will you look into why they're so lazy? Yes, yes. Give it back to you immediately. What do you mean? No, you didn't. No, you didn't. You still have it. I received no sentence back. Poor Piggle's just sleeping there with the music blasting. Piggle doesn't care. Don't you see the joke right over there? Nope, nope, it's not right over there. There's nothing right over there. I mean, there's a plushie right over there, but not a sentence. You turned the music on. Okay. I was like, why does my sim have a remote over there? I was like, is she turning on the TV for someone? No, she was going for the music. I'm like, she's like, no. Well, better get better glasses then. Maybe I just won't have glasses at all. Oh, wow. Yeah, this would work really badly. Be amusing though. This is why it's gonna be a perk somewhere or other. And oh, when you realize you didn't clean your glasses all weekend, say weekend, since like Thursday, long weekend. You never know the things that are right in front of your eyes. So what about not having any glasses at all? It would be a hilariously bad idea. And that's why it either is or is going to be a Streamlabs perk. Because I don't remember if that's live or not. I think it is. I think it is, but it's just the fact that I want to get like more custom-y designs on the actual cards. But it's chill. Default's chill. But yeah, I would have to do some... From this distance, I could not effectively read chat. If I squinted or if I got a little closer, I would be able to, but... Everything got a lot more blurry. Welcome back, Pika! Hi, me, you weird coffee drinker, you. Yeah, drink that coffee. Program more stuff. Where even is your programming skill at? 6, cool. Why are you green? Hello, Pickle. Here's a good pickle. Here's a good pickle. Also, you know how last time we streamed Sims, I was messing around with the new stuff pack with the like fashion photography career option? Turns out there's a pretty big bug with that because because it's a freelancer career, so it's dependent on like you taking jobs for it. But certain ones require you to like send the photo off for approval, and then it'll be sent back to you, and then you can upload it to the fashion's Instagram. But there's a bit of a bug that seems to be quite common that it never gets sent back to you. Apparently not all the gigs ask for that, but you don't know till you accept one, so it's just like a big yikes. Kind of glad that fashion photography is not at the top of my list of things I want my Sims to do. But still. I look forward to that being fixed. Which makes me think about game patches, which reminds me how Jurassic World Evolution got a new dinosaur. It's something in this like Triceratops family that I'm not even going to attempt to pronounce because I don't even remember what way it's spelt. But he looked cool. Plus free dinosaur, like come on, free dinosaur. And it reminds me how I still need to get Claire's Sanctuary and play. Backlog is growing. The backlog is growing. I'm off to work, and while I'm away, the Piggle will... Are you where I think you are? They are both just napping out on the street. They have two perfectly good pet beds. They have the sofa. They have the floor in the apartment. I was gonna make the joke about when I am away, the pets will like play, and I was like, okay, or sleep, and then no, they weren't even just sleeping. They're sleeping outside. I mean, they can do whatever they want, but really. I'm trying to be more organized with my week, as I usually am, but not often succeeding. Oh, it's okay. So I'm just like planning out which days I'm going to edit what videos and do stuff for YouTube, and then it'll be fine. It'll be fine. If I get a teeny bit of editing before stream tomorrow, and then I can hopefully edit a bit before work on Thursday, because that's my later shift. And yeah. Because, you know, they say planning all the, like, times and stuff is... You know what, to be fair, I wanted to disagree with the statement, but at the same time, I don't plan the times, I just plan the day and the rough time of the day. Maybe it does work if you literally do it by the hour, but I think that would stress me out more. I think I'd be like, I'm running like 10 minutes late, oh no. I'm definitely more of a wing it person. Hey, Satha! How are you? Mimi, what you doing with little Ham? Don't you? Also, little Ham, when are you gonna like get in a rocket and? Oh no, your attention is on. Oh, it's okay. Yeah, cause I just got home. I can figure. So the penguin says that you shall not attack me or else. But why would anyone attack you, Sirexi? Dying from heat. You know what? Same. Summer needs to literally chill out. I just want it to be October. It started to cool down and then it started getting hotter again, and I'm like, no. Get cooler, damn it. Because as we all know, autumn is totally my favorite time of year. Mostly because Halloween. But you know, the whole leaves thing and all is pretty. And it's like the only remaining time of year where there might be some mildness. Because spring's not mild. Well, the months that are usually called spring are not mild-ish anymore. They're just, hey, look, straight to summer. At this point, I don't remember. Is February getting warm? I mean, it's... No, your favorite time of year is summer because of the heat. That is blasphemy, Sirexi. Pretty petite. Would you like the heat, Sirexi? I'll trade you. But apparently I'm gonna get, like, some thunderstorms. Hopefully, at the end of the week. I'm hopeful. I'm in the Thunderstone areas. Thunderstorm. No Thunderstones. This Chew ain't looking for Thunderstones. Answers for liking the heat. I mean, Satha, if you happen to use the red note command at Sirexi, everybody will enjoy this, not heat. No, I don't like the heat. Yeah. It's great for having ice cream, though, because you literally need ice cream to cool down. Sirexi, how could you? Yes, friend. Come hang out. My sim self needs to nap. Not if I use it first. But what if Sotha then uses it against you? Hey, I'm not the heat lover here. Exactly. Sotha did nothing. You told the man. That's what you did. Things getting personal around here. Did that a little too forcefully. I'm kind of like, it didn't exactly hurt, but I still feel the impact. Guys, I'm so excited for it part 2 coming out next week as well. I'm hoping to get to go see, because cinemas are doing like a double bill, like the night before it comes out. So it's like watch part 1, then go into part 2. And I'm like, yes, I'm here for a double bill. This penguin didn't like it, neither did I, but yeah. See, I was gonna be like, are you hiding behind a penguin now, Sirexy? But you admitted you both didn't like it. Piggle, no, don't run away. Don't run away. You, me, sleep more. You need food. You need just have a sandwich. Brew some coffee. Because your energy levels are getting too real. Too real. Here, I'll help you clean up. It's fine. Is that for mopping? Play in the rain. Oh, is it raining? Not right now, it's not. Never mind. I'm not gonna pin that one. Go on, Raj. You can do it. I believe in you. This penguin has a knife. This penguin is very strong. That is a very strong penguin. He must swim in some rough waters. Without fail. Where are you? Pay the bills. Pay the bills, scavenge your parts, do all the things, but not sleep. Until you sleep. Passing out's perfectly healthy. Pokemon Go, I have a Groudon now, and I'm just like, I didn't even, like, I don't know, was it a reward or a raid thing or whatever, because it was literally when I was with my friends and they were like going around to the shop before. Or like, was that when there was the whole bunch of us and it was, there was a mishap with a Subway order and they were like, I'll go get it. And they took my phone and they came back with so many Pokemon and a fucking Groudon. I was like, oh, fucking shit, all I need is a Kyogre and a Rayquaza now. My little Gen 3 game beginning, this nostalgic inner child was just like, much the same as I get every time I see a Trapinch. I'm just like, look at you little piece. Okay, attention low. Oh, come on. Okay, I'm sorry, but you need to just brew coffee. I'm sorry, Simmy. We don't like coffee, but brew the coffee. But it's necessary. These are necessary evils. You don't know? I never said you did, Sirexy. I never said you did. No. Drink with desperation. Please. You know, I was watching a video of someone leaving their game on overnight, you know, to see what horrible mishaps their Sims would get into. Wasn't as much as you'd think, but I then, like, loaded up the game, and I was playing at the same time, and Lil Ham Ham just took off in a rocket, and I missed it, but I saw the smoke trail. But anyway, fascinating. Lil Ham Ham appears to be conducting experiments on reaching escape velocity from its habitat. What was I? Oh yeah, Sims. And then my Sims had a fucking fire when I think they were just making like scrambled eggs and toast, and I was just like, please. Hello there. I'm gonna butcher your name. Nase Matt Cassie? I don't know exactly where to break things up. But hello, how are you? Also play much Sims? Put it in my inventory, me. Then go to sleep, because you need to be well rested for work. You gotta live better than I do. You gotta actually get sleep. Mostly because you'll actually I mean, I'm sure there's a point where I'd actually pass out, but it's not as drastic as this. Exhibit A. I'm getting by. Thanks. How are you? Same. It's doing good. I had a chill long weekend with friends, and now I'm just like getting back into doing all the things. Also, I'm just like hyped about all the games that are coming out. There's so many new games coming out. There's so many, I literally have them saved in my calendar so that I don't forget about them, because there's so many. So many. Also, you know the Stranger Things game, since I was on Switch? Apparently it's also on Steam, because I never checked. But I saw it in Humble Bundle's like spooky game sale, and I was like, oh, okay then. I know where I'm getting that then. Come on, me. Sleep faster. Can I get you a better bed? What is that bed's little level numbers? Yes, level numbers. As opposed to unlevel numbers. Game, don't freeze up. Thank you, game. 'Cause that's... Okay, it's literally energy 4, uncomfortable. I think we could upgrade my bed. I think my sim self deserves that. The question is, do I go super duper cuzzy cubby hole? Just like, yes. 10 out of 10, yes. Don't mind me just literally sleeping there. That's fine. There are so many colors. But you know, purple. Purple's gonna purple. Speaking of purples, why is all that, like, those are rewards, but why are these in, did I buy these at the flea market? I don't know. I really don't know. Can you trap people in the basement? I mean, generally, yes, but I'm in an apartment and I don't have a basement. A basement. Don't have English either, apparently. But yeah, I can't build a basement in an apartment. But hopefully, maybe, possibly, I'll be able to when my sim moves on to... This is friendship. This is true friendship. Okay. Drink with desperation. Are you drinking a... This is my favorite thing about Sims multitasking. They're just like, yes. Yes, drink all of the coffee. Are you going to work? What are you... Where are you... What? No. Sim me, please. Please stop. But yeah, was it a couple of weeks ago? I did do a stream what was just... It was a vampire sim capturing Sims in the basement, but because I wanted both for a food supply and to be painting gremlins, but they really didn't want to paint. I wonder if it would work better if you have them actually in your household, but captive neighbor Sims don't want to paint. Played Sims for my sister's account once, directly trapped everyone in an underground bunker. She hasn't wanted me to play since. I mean, if you messed with her Sims, I'd get it. But if it was just like you made some Sims and did that. The Sims, I'd say, has a pretty decent history of less than pleasant treatment of Sims. It's fine. Listen to me. Drink the coffee faster. Do the things. Because you only have... Well, you have 4 hours until work. That's not so bad. Create your own world. That's fine then. Besides, I could change basically everything on them. Gave me too much power. Is it too much power though? I say playing Sims since I was 11. I don't know the meaning of too much power. That's just tragic. End of your Sims. Hey, it might not be the end. It might just be a break. It's about 10 minutes. A whole 10 minutes and then... So just like a whole 10 minutes and then your sister was like, no. No. Listen, me. Get your butt back here to... Fine, go nap. Go nap. I just want to be able to do the things. Let me see. 10 minutes in The Sims just doesn't count, though. Like, it doesn't feel like any kind of time. Listen. Come on, sim me. Okay. You know what? You're not even gonna... Can I take a vacation day? Yes. Because you're not gonna be able to freaking do anything at work. You're too tired. Yeah, she thought what I did was just phase, but when she realized I wasn't gonna stop creating chaos, she took it away. She was like, nope, not enabling this chaos. Don't have that problem. Don't have siblings. My friends, I think, are generally nice to their Sims. In high school, one of my friends made, like, all of us. And would just occasionally post screenshots of, like, who was talking to who and what was going on. Thank you, little ham. Future Sim Labs, we thought we needed to conduct tests on guinea pigs in the name of scientific advancement, but it was a different kind of rodent that showed us the way. Our deepest gratitude to Little Ham for assisting in our breakthrough discovery. My hamster's smart. Welcome back, Piggle! I'm so happy to see you. Where's the actual... Fine. We don't need the wake up option. I love how he just goes under the sofa. He also needs a bath. Your time's right. It was such a short-lived career. You had such potential. You were just removed in the prime of your Sim time. Oh, and feel free to call me Norton, by the way. Norton. But do you hear it? No, that's Horton. I was gonna say, do you hear who? And then I was like, wait a minute, that's Horton, isn't it? Don't mind me. Look at this little puppet. Look at you. Yes. Come on, little Piggle. It's time for you to have a bath. You're not escaping the bath. Get your butt back here. Do not fall asleep. I literally said don't fall asleep. What does Piggle do? Instantly goes to sleep. Get in there and have a nice little doggy bath. And then little Ham's very hungry. I'm gonna feed my hamster, I promise. Your food was just full this whole time. I'm sorry. Okay, and then have a quick meal of cereal because I'm not gonna wait on you cooking. When I make my Sim self be as lazy as my real self. Although, my sim self doesn't eat as much pizza as I do. Which I should probably fix. But I never order my Sims pizza that much. Mostly because I just forget it's an option. There's like too many different options in the phone now. I've like forgotten the most basic and important one. Okay, what's what here? You know what? There is a solution. And that solution is buying my sim a little teeny tiny desk. Little teeny tiny desk. And I might even put the nice red lamp there. Put the laptop there. And in here, everything is nice and clean. Okay, go take a shower. Trying to get my sim to do anything, and it's just like, okay, play The Sims forever, but not actually forever, and then do some programming, please. Please, I'm begging you. Don't you love when your clothes take a moment to materialize? You know, watching my Sims play this does make me kind of want to get, like, reinstall The Sims 1 and play around with it. That and making magic. That is enough to convince me. But I also remember how hard it is to keep Sims happy in Sims 1. Each game gets progressively easier to keep your Sims happy and needs met. It can still be like, yeah, there's not enough time in the day for your Sims to do all the things. But then you go back to one of the older games and you're like, whew. Oh, no, don't worry about it. I just appreciate you being here at all. Besides, I'm not going to be like, don't chat to your friend, chat in chat. Like, that would just be silly. And I may be silly, but I'm not that kind of silly. Hamble can vouch for it. Do you think maybe you have enough happiness to do some programming? It's Japan. I don't know, Sirexy. You're a good lurker too. Turns the figurative spotlight over to Sirexy. My phone just tried to murder a Firefly character. I have a bunch of little Firefly figures underneath my monitor. They are adorable and easily knocked over. Yeah, good observation, Shrimp. I observe things. I know things. So I was totally serious about the census. Just like I was totally serious about mine. Go figure. Yes, get the programming task done. And then fill the food. And there's just a few glasses here. I don't even know what station is playing, but... So Piggle's out having an adventure. And Mimi is harassing Ham Ham. Sounds about right. Alright, how dare we not be serious? Oh yeah, because Joker always asking. Why so serious? Did I expect this conversation to turn into a Joker reference? No. But am I complaining? Not at all. I'm highly amused. Okay, take care of the little Ham Ham. And then do more programming. You know what? Because my Sim's both squeamish, and I don't have time. I do have time. But I'd rather use that time to get my Sim to actually program. Which one is the little laser? Both of these are like the scoop free. But let's be real. I would go for the cool cat face one. If I had a cat. I don't complain then. But who says I'm complaining? Maybe you're complaining. Maybe we're all complaining. Or maybe no one's complaining. Who knows? Don't blow bubbles. You don't need to blow bubbles. I wasn't. I don't know, you totally said how dare we not be serious. That's that. I wasn't. I know that. I don't know that, Kappa. Gotta get up in 6.5 hours, but my sleep plan is already destroyed. Oh boy. I know that feeling. I fucked up my sleep pattern. I mean, it's always at least mildly messed up, but I really messed it up over the weekend because I may have stayed up till like 5 a.m. playing Detroit. Still managed to get up at 11, so that was chill. But it was just the point where I was like, stayed up to 5 a.m. when I know in 2 days' time I'm getting up at like 7, and I'm just like, this could go terribly wrong. I'm gonna get up in 5 hours, 30 minutes. 5 hours sleep, totally enough. I mean, I survived Monday with like 5 hours. I'm not sure on the exact math of when I need to get up, so I'm just going to ask what my... Yeah, I still have like 8 hours. Oh, just over 8 hours. But granted, I am 2 hours behind you, Sirexy, so... It's gonna take time. Whenever I think. Yeah, it's only 10:30 here. I still got time. I say that like I go to bed before 1. I say that like I go to bed before 3. Sometimes I go to bed before 3, and it's called 2:30. I am seriously high for no reason. Oh, Sirexy, you might just be a tall person. At the same time, but not the same time. I'm not that tall, though. Yeah, but I had a joke. I ran with it. Don't take the joke away. Don't take my joke away. It's all I have. Can I make a mobile app? Yes, I think that hopefully will... I don't know if a mobile app's going to count, but we're going to find out. Da, da, da. Yes, Rexy, how tall are you? I mean, technically you can prove me wrong, I mean, yeah, but from my perspective, everyone's tall. Shawty Betcher, hello! Shrimp. Ah, choo choo choo! Push pineapple, shake the Sims too. Ha! I was with everything until there was a pineapple shake, and now I'm like, wait a minute, what? But hello, Shawty Badger. How are you? How was your weekend? How is your week going? I don't remember. You don't remember what, Sir? No, the exact. Sirexy is of a height. I think you don't know the song. I don't think so. I mean, if it's something that's been used with Pikachus in it as like a video or something, I might, but not remember. I don't know. It feels like one of those things that would have the little, like, you know, like the old style YouTube video where the song's playing and there's just like Pikachu gifs. I'm 6'2", I think. You're a tall one. Norton is a tall. Yeah, okay, I'll send my sim to work. Oh, jeez. I am so sorry, Sydney. I am so sorry. I hope you can fulfill some of those needs at work. Yes, you can. You can fulfill one. Piggle, think about what you're doing. Go outside, thank you. YouTube song. Agadoo. I'm making myself a memo because I ain't remembering that. Sunat. It's an old song you always hear in holidays in the UK. Ah. I might know it when I hear it, but I just... What's a memory? Book royalties received, Little Ham Ham. Ghostwritten under the pseudonym Stephen Ratking. Redundant rodent realities. The life and times of Little Ham Ham continues to chart on the San Myshuno Times bestseller list. The book's publisher, Printed Arts, is thrilled to deliver this royalty payment and express their eager anticipation for Stephen's upcoming novel. I don't know if he actually got paid there, but okay. Maybe 5-10 private line or something. Yeah, that's tall as far as I'm concerned. Oh, that's good. Arizona. Right, if you're gonna ask Rexy how the air is down there, what would you ask me? I'm 5'1" for reference. I'm definitely short. Yeah, you guys are more of a closer height than I am to anyone. I have friends that are only like an inch or two taller than me, but it's like, yeah. Yeah, I mean, I'm sorry for asking what. But how's the air down? Well, you know what? The air down here is cooler than up there because hot air rises. So it's literally cooler down here. I'd put on sunglasses to really drive home the double pun in there, but my sunglasses are somewhere, but they're not here. Though I thought you could get more creative. There's gotta be some way to make him another short joke. But it's not that warm up in the sky, though. Didn't say that'd be by much. There could be 1 degree difference. It's still science. Hot air rises. Simi, come home already at 5. Oh boy. Another, 3 hours, and that's their needs. You saw nothing. You saw nothing. I feel like I need to travel somewhere like a reasonable, far distance away. Not for the travel experience or the adventure, but just so that I might be on transport long enough that I might read one of the many books I keep being like, yeah, I'm gonna read this. My issue is that all of my transports, my regular transporting travels, aren't that long, or they're broken up enough, and it's maybe just long enough to nap, because transport just puts me to sleep. Be it car, bus, plane, or train, I will probably fall asleep on it. So technically Shrimp is around the same height as a few of my friends, huh? I dare say so, because quite frankly I think the early 5-foot couple of inches it seems like a common enough height. Visit Finland, though it's so boring here. I'm sure you have something. At the very least, I could go into a shop and be like, ooh, different snacks. And it hopefully would not be too warm. This is why I'm also very glad that the Comic-Con everyone's going to is the October one, because I'm just Summer's hot enough without adding really dense crowds. Is the cat playing with the toy? No, the cat's not even home. That must be little Ham squeakarooing then. That's okay. Oh no, you'll get your attention, don't worry. Just like, don't worry, little Ham, don't worry. I mean, I'm glad that you didn't say one of the things I expect. But what were you expecting, Sirexy? Don't visit Sweden, though. I'll assume that's where you are, Norton. I mean, I feel like they'd both be reasonably nice places, Finland and Sweden. Granted, I think most places would probably be reasonable nice places. I'm just not a traveler. I'm like, I like the idea of going to places, but I'm like, I mostly just travel to visit friends. And one day I'll hopefully go to a Disneyland. Maybe I should visit Sweden. Visit Sweden from here. At least once in their lifetime. Well, seriously, you got plenty of time. You know how people say that, where's the snow? But Sirexy, I wouldn't say about the snow. I'd only go, holy shit, there's trees! What the fuck? You lied to me. You got a whole other problem with me. You don't gotta deal with snow, you gotta deal with trees. Hello, friend. Please don't leave glasses all over my floor. She's just gonna be like, yeah, I won't leave them all over your floor. We'll watch where she sets the second one. I mean, that's no problemo. I don't know, because I think eventually you're going to consider it a problem. And I will just chuckle and go, remember how you started this? And you're just going to be like, yep. I won't. That's what they all say. Look, she set it on the floor. She set it down on the floor. Could you at least maybe even, like, go clean them up yourself? Might save all my summer job money to travel to LA. Damn. I want to say LA would be nice, but I also feel like it would be so busy it would stress me out. I'm not a crowd person. I'll deal with them, but I will be, like, internally complaining the whole time. What makes you want to go to LA, though? Like, just big city adventure, or, like, why specifically LA? I did it. You've heard of Flappy Bird, but what about Hammy Ham? Your best friend lives there. Aww. Yeah, okay, that's the best reason to travel. I will one day go to America, and I will one day visit many friendos. It'll just be an interesting logistical trip. Hey, it did count! Yay! So much yay! Okay, now we can actually go back to... No. I'm selling the fridge. We're getting a fancy new one. For a second I thought of something I was going to say, but then my brain went full blank. I hate you. That's a mood. I know that feeling. It's all like, hey, idea, and then brain's just like, oh, nope, sorry, that's gone. And you're just like, but brain, why? And the brain's just like, I don't know. Sirexy, the EXE has software. Exactly. I mean, that's why I'm visiting UK for this sort of thing. Same. Basically, everywhere I've been has been for friends. Granted, going to Paris wasn't to visit friends, but I went with friends. Ba-ba-dum-dum-dum. I love this thing's face. Alice, why? Alice, why? They're so derpy and laser eyes. Laser eyes. That must be one really big meatball. So I'll be able to get an Hyrule Humble Boop. Yes, you may just be able to. You'll join the very exclusive club of real-life Humble Booped people. Assuming Hamble goes to Comic-Con. What do you think, Hamble? Do you want to go to Comic-Con? He wants to know if there's going to be food. Yes, Hamble, but you're paying for yourself. Cut to me at Comic-Con holding like 5 billion plushies and Hamble on top, and I'm just like, Granted, the last few times I've been to a Comic-Con, I end up getting maybe one plushie and that's it, but that's mostly because I'm really fussy. And a lot of Comic-Con plushies can look kind of derpy depending on, you know, if they're, where they're from, I guess. I don't know. I bought a Raichu once that literally had one foot on backwards, but he didn't actually look derpy otherwise. But others, it's just like... It's like sometimes if you're in a shop or something and you see like a t-shirt with a character on it and it's like slightly off, like the color looks slightly off, and I'm just like, no, I'm sorry. I'm perfectionistic like that. But I've never been to a London Comic-Con, so I dare say I could end up with a lot of plushies. It'll be intriguing to see. You're doing all that. Go take care of your needs. The Hype Penguin Brigade. You know, so the fact that it's Friday of Pokemon. Oh yeah, shit, I forgot about that. Oh man. Hopefully. Because I want to go check that out. So I'm not sure I'll be in the London-y area again whilst that's still around. Though I suppose they never announced exactly how long it's here for, did they? Like we don't have a date for when it leaves, so who knows? But count me in for some Pokemon dedicated shopping. I need more Pokemon dedication. My bank account doesn't, but I do. I'm going to do a really, really, really terrible idea. That idea is counting how many weeks it is till... Okay, so this is like the last week of August. That's chill. Well, like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, it's like 8 weeks away. Like this weekend will be 8 weeks away from Comic-Con. That's scary. I mean, I think someone said it's supposed to be there until the new Pokemon games. Oh, then it's only going to be there till like November-ish. Me trying to see Shrimp IRL. Don't make me walk past you when I meet you and then you'll be like, Shrimp? And I'll be like, oh, sorry, didn't see you there. You blended in with all the other tall people. I wouldn't remember to do that, but hey. Ooh. Coco, hello, and thank you for the follow. Boop. How are you on this wonderful Tuesday? And are you a Sims player? Yep, 8 weeks, Rexy. The problem, though, is that I might not be able to afford a hotel. Oof. I mean... You could look into Airbnbs, maybe, because they tend to be cheaper depending on locations and whatnots. Or, you know, maybe your friend would be real nice and be like, sleep on my sofa. Just invade someone's place. Yeah, nothing can go wrong. Yes. Yes, Coco, yes. Oh, man. Are you excited for Realm of Magic, then? Because I know I am. I know, like, the whole supernatural angle isn't everyone's cup of tea, but I'm very there for all the supernatural packs. But I also know a guy who lives in Compton. I can probably crash at his place. Friends are useful like that. Them's the way to escape reality. Just like all the games, although quite frankly, the game is mirroring reality right now. Granted, my sim is doing programming, which is a shrug. Folks headed, you killed your sim self yet? No? Then what's the point? Listen here, Raven. I intend my sim self to have a nice, good life, because they're basically doing the Super Sim Challenge without the challenge part because Adrian's off, because I'm not ready to go through my sim self dying. Thank you very much. But, yeah, Raven, how many times have you killed your sim self then? Shine spotlight on you. Oh, you're gonna come on then? Yes! Yes, Shine Badger. Are you going? Are you going? I'll totally, I did post it in, I have posted it in Discord, like a week ago, just to be neat, but I will post it more so in Discord to be like, who else is going? How many people can handle meat? In The Sims I have boyfriend and I have a mansion. That is not reality. In The Sims I have my own apartment. That is not reality. Hello, C-Rex hat. That is my favorite way of the name. I'm hoping to. Nice. One time I went to Marine City and 2 fans came to find me. They made me a hat. Oh, that's so adorable, Raven. The question is, do you still have the hat? I don't doubt it because you have hats, but I'm your bed following discrimination. Oh, no, I didn't mean that in a, like, oh, why didn't you see this way? But just in a, if anyone else is intrigued. Or, like, wants to be, like, hey, let's meet the Discord peeps. There's a channel. It's not specifically for Comic-Con, it's just IRL plans. But it's a, it's a thing. Oh, you're going to cosplay? Is that past tense was? Is it no longer a potential cosplay? Somewhere, yeah, it was a Pepe beanie. I do believe I recall that. Because I think someone used to wear that a lot on YouTube. Maybe not use that way if my name is a nickname. It's a super solid cosplay, too. Okay, why? What is it? If it's super solid, why are you debating it? Also, yeah, like, send me what you doing. You're just still being a little productive being. You have work in 3 hours. You should probably sleep. Just a little nap. A teeny tiny nap. This is fine. Yeah, I used to wear it in my... So when you said that, I was like, I remember that hat. My brains now went on a tangent to be like, one day will someone say that about my moose hat, but I don't think I wore it that much. Endgame Thor. That is a good cosplay. Any Thor is a good cosplay. Any Marvel character is a good cosplay, because I just want to boop them all. I say about every character and everything, because I'm just like, their little characters are good. You have work in 3 hours. You should probably sleep, Big Mood. Realistically, I try to not get to the 3 hour point anymore, but now it's like 5 hours and I'm just like, I don't need energy anyway. What is that? What is that? Never heard of it. This is a new coworker has introduced a huge bug. Should tell their feature producer or keep quiet and try to fix it. I'll be nice. It works, Bruce recommends shrimp, and now it has a favor in the bank with the new guy. This could come in handy. Now my pets are sleeping in the beds provided instead of out on the street, like last time. I sleep for about 2 hours per night. Norton, why? I couldn't do that. I don't think I could do that. There's a line. I know if I slept like for 1 hour, I'm just nope. Because one time I did get 1 hour sleep before work, and I called in because I was like, no, I can't. I'm literally not functional. But anything from about 3 hours up, I can do. It's not good. 4 hours, 4 or 5 hours is the ideal minimum. 6 hours is great. If I could get 9 hours, that would also be great. But quite frankly, I'm not going to start going to bed early because then when would I do anything? And that's the sad truth. I got a promotion. I was too sucked into to reality to be like, hey, wait, my sim self got a thing. A project manager. Ooh. The hipster hugger. Is that a rug or a chair? We're gonna find out. As soon as build mode loads. Yes, it's a sofa. Can I get that in colors? Maybe I'll want to use it at a point, but not this point. It doesn't come in red and it ain't that pretty anyway. Okay, take a quick nap and then maybe play some Sims Forever. And then do more programming, please. Because I speak to Shelby, my best friend, basically the whole night, and then yeah, that'll do it. That time difference cannot be easy. See, me and my American friends don't do a lot of real time chat. There are the overlapping times, but there's a lot of send the message, reply whenever. It's fine. Internet is kind of an oof. But talking to friends, yeah. I'm impressed you can run in 2 hours, but I'm just a little bit of a Snorlax. I need the sleeps. I'm just waiting for that point where I'll hit an age where my body will go, you're getting all of the sleeps. I'm going to be like, no, when will I do the things? But hopefully at that point I'll have a more like ideal life where I won't be, where I can accommodate needing to sleep more. Or maybe it's all a myth. I won't hit that point and it'll be fine. But as soon as I sleep, as soon as I get. Okay, so you make up for it then. You sound a bit like my friend in high school. Don't think there was any big. I mean, this is back in the days of MSN. He did have friends around the world. It could have been, but he was also just generally talking to everyone. Because he would literally stay up all night on MSN and whatever. I don't know if he'd get maybe a little bit of sleep before school or just stay up all the way to school. And then he would come home and then he would go up on MSN and then he would just straight up fall asleep and then wake up at night and stay up all night. It was funny because you'd be chatting a little bit after school on MSN to him and then he'd just disappear and you just know, like, okay, he's fell asleep now. It was kind of impressive and scary at the same time. I went through like a phase at one point in high school, like for maybe, I don't know, a week or two. Like it's not maybe it's not quite phase worthy, but there was a brief moment where I went through a point of napping, or unintentionally napping really, whenever I came home from school, and then I couldn't sleep at night, so I stayed up all night, and then I had a nap when I came out, and it was like, oh. Thankfully I got like interrupted at one point, like someone, like, I don't know, called me or poked their head in my room, whatever, and woke me up before I like fully went off into a nap, and then I stayed awake, and then I fixed my sleep pattern. It's not an interesting story. I don't know why I remember it, but I guess I'm not much of a nap person, so it stands out. But I'm thinking about going to sleep in school. I'm in 10th grade. Like, we have an hour of lunch. Okay, yeah, if you have an hour of lunch, you could probably get a little nap. It's like when I'm real tired, sometimes I'll unintentionally fall asleep in my chair, but it'll literally be like a 10-20 minute nap, and that'll get me through like the rest of the day. Small naps have power. I just want to watch the laser eyes do their job. It's nothing personal, Mimi. Meanwhile, Pickle's just there like... I'm not sure you're doing the best job of burying those, Mimi, but it's fine because the litter box is gonna take care of it for you, hopefully, eventually. There we go, laser eyes. I like how it like scans for target, it has a little crosshair, and then... Problem is I'm positive moment. Yeah, you might not be wrong. You might be very, very right. And just find a really quiet corner. Or like, I don't know. Is there a teacher that would let you just like nap in their classroom? No, computer, no. Bad. Bad computer. Bad. Okay, I'm probably gonna end stream around midnight because maybe half midnight. If it's half midnight, I can still get sick. I'm trying to do the sleep math, but I always end up staying up for like 2 hours past stream. So I'm like, I need to factor that in, but then I feel bad because then I feel like I'm ending really early. But I know I'm not because I know I'll stay up later. Like, if I finish at 1, I'm guaranteed to stay up at 3, because then I just want to, I need, like, the chill time before bed, plus the little part of where the internet just steals time. It is currently, it's just, like, after 11 p.m. It's 11:02. I'm a night owl, so, like, it's not late, but I do have to get up for work, so it's like, yes. I'm also just trying to train my brain to be okay with, like, the stream doesn't have to have a set length of time. I can just go for as long as I can go. There's a part of me that would like to stream longer. Like that 6-hour stream last Sunday, I was kind of like, I can do longer streams. But the schedule does not always allow it. And that's just how it is. One day. One day. I'll stream in daytime. Daytime into evening. And it'll be beautiful. Yeah, you should sleep. Simmy should absolutely sleep. But I'd also really like you to get the programming done. Because I'll forget to do that. And then you won't have your daily task done. And it'll be like, no. I mean, all I know is that I need to get going. What do you mean, Sorexy? It's not like it's just gone 1 a.m. or anything for you. That's not how time zones work. Never late. I'm a professional hacker. Okay, after this, go get yourself a sandwich. Good night, Sorexy. Get good sleeps, and I hope you wake up without a headache. Sorexy, remember to check Discord. Don't worry, the little red notifications will not let me forget. And even if I do forget, I'd remember when I sign into my computer tomorrow after work. But thanks for hanging around and chilling. You're a good mod. You're a good mod. But really, you are. Hamble says so. And if Hamble says it, it must be true. Because Hamble would never say anything in the hopes of noms. Did you get yourself a sandwich? I don't think you did. Rodent Rise. Was that music coming from Little Ham Ham's habitat? That rodent is showing how far critters have come since the hamster dances of the... Hamster dances, man. Hamster dances. Just eat your sandwich. Oh, you don't have work until like in 3 days. Okay, eat your sandwich and then go to sleep. And then I'm gonna BRB because it's that midstream break time because, you know, stretching and hydration, bathroom breaks and food break. We're not at food breaks and Booba plushie breaks and lie on the floor breaks and consider what the heck your life is breaks. I'm just trying to make a really long list of all the different kind of breaks there could be. But yeah, breaks are good for you. Go figure. One day I might have a standing desk. I think the people that do like get a standing desk and like do like a bit of the, like obviously longer streams, like do a while standing and then sit down, are onto something. But my butt is also onto something, and it's this chair. Okay, she's going to be chill doing that. I will leave you in the capable hands of my Be Right Back screen. Well, how long will the break be? Maybe 10, 15 minutes? I don't set a strict time. I'm just like, I'll go stretch, do whatevs. Maybe get some more water because that's one sad looking mug. It's a happy looking mug, but the inside ain't so happy. Yeah. Good time for stretching and whatnots and Simmy. You couldn't even make it to your bed. Don't do what Simmy did. I'll be right back. I will not be right back because I did not remember to change back my BRB screen. Going to do that. And then BRB. I'm a mess. What of it? I was like, I'll be real smart when I did that so I'd have the hotkey and then forgot to change it back. I should have added that into my to-do list, to be fair. Me remembering things otherwise. Appear Ninja Angel Live, thank you for the follow. Boop. But now we go BRB. Go stretch your legs. Open a window. I don't know. Those things they say is good for you. Eat chocolate cake.
Mabiza Shivu.
tool. Ooh. Uh-huh. Oh. Wow. Oh, Zilnoy. Ugh, Winu. This samba. Nabi. Melody.
But Raven, if I paused the game, then you wouldn't get to wonder what the heck's making the noises. Though I do see my Sim singing, so that's probably a yikes. Why is she sad? Oh, she lost fame. Oh, that's fine. My camera died. Camera, please. We've been through this. I know exactly why. I knocked over my headset when I laughed, and that clearly bumped into the camera wire because cameras are temperamental little shits. Hi. Hey, Tony. Yes, my Sim was very much passed out on the floor earlier. What can I say? When your Sim gotta pass out, your Sim gotta pass out. Also, I have no concept of time passage. I'm like, it hasn't been 10 minutes. What? It hasn't been more than 10 minutes. What the fuck? Vengeful! Hello! I was gonna say something I just forgot. That's a good start. But it's okay, because this is the start. Hee hee. Yes. I keep like trying to wonder if I should just try to combine YouTube with reading books, because that way I might fucking do it. How you been? I've been good. Living my best Sim life. Have you been vengeful? And would you say you've been vengeful? The hair colors change, but the bad puns don't. Okay, Simmy, what time is it? What do you have to do? Talk like a pirate day. The day is upon us. Can't decide if game is just quiet or my headset is like... No, I hear noise. I don't know. I'm okay. I'm glad you're okay. I love it. My hair is in a bit of a transition. In the point where blue does not take well to going over itself, and I should have bleached it. But it's mostly growing out anyway, so it's fine. I might go back to red soon. By soon, I mean sometime between now and the end of October. Like, I miss my red hair. Granted, if I wasn't lazy and just like... I don't know. If I bleached my hair every time I put on the blue, I wouldn't mind it, because the one time the blue came out like really light and nice, I was like, yes. But that was only 1 out of 3 times, so it's like, nah. But with red, it's so like, it just fades into like shades of orange. And then it's like chill. And you just put the red on top of that. And it's fine, you don't have to re-bleach. Whereas blue, I don't. Blue seems like the more bleachful route if I actually want it to look blue. Colors are intriguing. Do you remember me? I mean, you're clearly a hamster. Clearly. I remember the mercy emote. I know it's global, so that don't mean nothing. My brain is buffering, but I'm like, I'm sure I do. Ba-ba-ba. Ba-ba-ba. Bum-bum-bum-bum. Bum-bum-bum. Bum-bum-bum-bum. Bum-bum-bum. Isn't it? Cubs! Cubs! Oh boy. even been since you had Cubs in your name? Oh, a long time no see, Cubs. The people that like change their name a lot, I'm both in awe at the creativity and like liking enough names to change names, but I'm also like, how do you keep up with anything? I say from my bad memory perspective, I'd be like, well, what the fuck's my username where? Like a year or so. Yeah. That would be something like that, because you have not been Cubs in quite a while. But for all I know, maybe you went back to Cubs for a bit and then left it again. But either way, you'll always be Cubs. Doesn't... I'm trying to think, does Thingamabobble have a... Can I just add like a name note to names? That's what I wanted to on Twitch. That's not a thing. Also, I realized like this month I've been like consistently streaming for 2 years, and that's a weirder thought. Such a weirder thought. Actually, the 20-something would probably be the exact date, because it would have... Something around that. I don't remember. Like one person who still calls me Cubs. Is it Davin? See, I'm too much into habits. People change the name, I'm just gonna be like, old name. I mean, new name. I mean, yeah, it's Dav. Knew it. Knew it. Pickle, what are you doing under the sofa? Are you searching for noms? Because I believe that. Okay, I really do think that my headset has been impacted from falling, because I swear the game wasn't this quiet. Granted, maybe it actually is. Like, there's not much going on, but at the same time. Okay, if I fix this and play music, I'll know. I can't hear that, and by the looks of it, OBS can't either. I don't see him anymore. Yeah, he hasn't streamed in ages. Yeah, I'm noticing OBS doesn't look like it's picking up on it, which is a bit of a weird. It knows to use the headset. I'm not even getting audio. I miss that old soul. Same. But he's done a few YouTube-y things. If he does more of the like podcasty stuff on YouTube, I'm there for that. I've completely unplugged it and replugged it, and it's just not doing anything. Okay. Maybe if I... Because it knows to go through the headset. Maybe if I change the device it's using and then go back to the headset? I don't fucking know. But maybe it's all yikes since I can't hear through the headset. There are just too many potential device listings in audio. That's what I think. There's It's like both monitors, headset, and something else, and it's like, okay. You never know how many things are an audio option until you know. I just like how it separately lists both monitors and then the speakers when the only speakers I have are built into a monitor. But okay. Okay. You do whatever you do. Still nothing. Mild concern. I'm gonna play a YouTube video to see if I can hear anything.
Okay.
Yeah, that's sound. There is sound. So sound works, but OBS and The Sims are... Can I just turn The Sims up and would that work? Is it actually just being quiet rather than not existing? But it doesn't look like it's existing. I don't know what I'm doing. I can't even hear the sound of... Nope, there's just legitimately no audio. I'm going to remember to turn that right back down because I will inevitably deafen myself when I next load it up. I can only assume my computer does not like the fact that the headset got unplugged whilst everything was connected. But it doesn't even... I don't even get audio if I unplug the headset. Like through the game, never mind OBS picking it up. And I'm not about these technical difficulties. Oh, thank you very much. I'm just testing every single option with every like combination of things plugged in and not plugged in and... Okay. Not the monitor the game's on. I'm not even sure if that monitor has built-in speakers, not that it really matters. And still nothing. This is great. This is great. Do, 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 do. This is great. Do, 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 do. Okay, no, I'm just gonna... Oh, I can faintly hear it. Why? Okay, plug headset back in. Put audio back to everything that it should be. Just restart. When in doubt, restart. I want to open the volume-y thing to make sure everything is chill and normal and yes. Yeah, okay, text that. Give me the Sims back, please. Please. Put sugar in top. Water. And now we wait for the Sims to load itself back up. And while we wait, we will stay hydrated, because that's what Nightbot would want. This is true. I'm like, why is there a fly in my room? But I know it's because my window's open, but at the same time, why is there a fly in my room? Still not about this redesign. But that's fine, I just don't like change. Do 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 do. you maybe can't see that on stream, but it says like copyright 2017 Electronic Arts Inc. Is that when they first made this redesign? Is that because The Sims 4 is older than 2017? It wouldn't make sense if it's based on a pack, because, you know, packs came out more recently than that. I'm sure there's a logical answer, I just don't know it. No, of all the things that have stuck in my head, no. Go back to the King Kong song. I don't care. Preferably, like, go back to, like, anything else. But I'll take King Kong over Shark. Yeah. One of them won't haunt me into my dreams. Probably. Okay, OBS looks like it's really picking up the sim audio, but I still only barely hear it. Which gives me a slight concern, because I'm like, is my headset now, like, fucked? But I played the YouTube video and the sound was fine. And else the sound actually came through something else, and now I'm like, I don't know what's going on. The game's still like, nope. But you guys have sound, that's what's important. Like cupcakes? We do too! Try making some cupcakes. Oh man, I haven't given any of my Sims Cupcake Factory in ages. Like a very long time. I used to give them a lot. I used to have my Sims bake a lot. Not anymore. Not sure I have since last time I maybe built a cafe, which reminds me, I want to build like a restaurant in Sulani. I was like, I want to say it's Sulani, but I also don't want to get it wrong. When you still worry about getting things wrong in games you play too much. We won't speak about my gameplay time. It'll be the polar opposite of when I get around to Minecraft, because I do not have any experience. I have some experience, but it's mostly the spamming chickens and wondering what the fuck you're gonna do experience in Minecraft. Maybe I'll do that tomorrow. I don't know. I'm like just tossing a figurative coin between like The Sims and Stardew and maybe some casual Minecraft while we wait on Spyro to come out next week. So I'm like, I'm not starting any other games that have like stories or anything. No. Okay, I did all my programming for the day. I need to spend 10 more hours on the computer, which I think we could arrange for some. Play the refuge. Go on. I'm going to watch over your shoulder. Look, a sword fight! I'm just not certain what the refuge is meant to be. Actually, I've never played The Sims Medieval. Could this be Sims Medieval footage? I don't know. I really don't know. There was a brief time Sims Medieval was on Steam at a point, because I think its store page still exists, but you can't buy it, and I'm like, I wish I'd gotten that. I think otherwise it's console exclusive, but I haven't looked into it in a while, so I could be wrong. I could be so wrong. Now where the pet? Okay, Mimi's just there, like la 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 music. I've been dying to forget Miss Leg Day. Leg Day's every time you stand up. That's what leg day is. Piggle. Oh, you were coming back inside, were you? Okay. I was about to go hunting for my dog, but my dog was hunting for me. Hack something successfully. Imagine if I could do that. Imagine. I think it's... Oh, it is nighttime. I could hack. If it works, it works, and if it doesn't, I mean... We're only halfway there anyway. Come on, Simmy. do all your computer time, so maybe I'll start getting you to leave the house again. My sim has become more of a hermit than I am. Go figure. Piggle needs another bag. Are you going out there and like finding trash to roll around in? Is that what you're doing out there, Piggle? I can't zoom in anymore on you to like accusingly zoom in on you, but like picture it. Just pretend. Just okay. I'll zoom out for the. Just Piggle. Is it? I want to zoom in more. Damn it! I want to zoom in more. Looks fun though. I talk like a pirate, 'cause my sim's a better pirate than I am. Truth. Come on. You want to edit the what? Morgue light from Thursdays. Who puts air conditioning on when it's cold outside? With my overheating potential, probably me if I had air conditioning. Definitely in summer. I'm that person where like other people are like, oh, it's a nice day, and I'm like dying. No, terrible. Just keep packing. Is that mouse? Yeah, I was gonna say that mouse looks a little chewed out. The ball's a little chewed out. Big's a little chewed out. Doesn't look like it's going well, but you know, I'm not a hacker, but my sim self is. I believe in you. I believe in you. And your work performance going up, and you know, you getting those 5 more hours. Come on, Simmy, you can do it. I don't want to know the number of hours I've spent at the computer, because just knowing some game times is already like, oh, that's a lot. Just like, yeah, that's a lot. Okay, you have like no energy, but we need to. The dog's gone. Okay, the dog, Piggle, is just walking around wherever. Ask about scientific mysteries. Yes. The mysteries of the universe shall remain hidden. Gee, thanks. Thanks, Cube. The future keep feeling unsmart. Will the universe have real secrets? According to the Cube, definitely not Cube. Rude. I just asked a question, Cube. I just wanted to know more. And it cruelly went, no. Okay, you know, just get your butt over here. Just sleep. Just sleep. And then when you get up, you can have breakfast. Piggle, why are you waking me up? I don't really mind because at least my sim did get energy, but at the same time, but you need a bath, so I'm just glad you're here because you're getting a bath, okay? You are literally, you know, you have flies that have decided to orbit you. That's how much you need a bath, Piggle. Right, you're probably rolling around in puddles out there. That's what it is. We could give you some food. Some. Please hurry up and eat so we can give the dog a bath. Don't you take a nap, okay? You're gonna get a bath. Then you can nap as much as you want, Piggle, but... Is that plate comfy, Mimi? The cat knew. The cat was like, I've been spotted, I must get off the plate. I'm like, yes, but I want to bath the dog. Come back. If you just take a shower because you need a shower, and then there's gonna be toilets at the flea market, but I'm okay with that. We can go. We'll leave this apartment. Oh yeah, it's this neighborhood. Never mind. Don't need to travel to it. That's awesome. Now, what wondrous camera, please. What wondrous things shall we get? All the food and a whole bunch of things, including a really cool purple lamp and a pretty nifty blue chair. And another pretty nifty couple of blue chairs. But that's a whole kind of blue. I like how these are just like too big to fit on the thingy-ma-bobbles. Yes, buy food, eat food, buy a lamp. My Sims figures. What are the rarest ones? Violet, we're gonna buy you and you. And I'm not gonna worry about any of the common ones. Zombie Carol. Cloth boy here. I'll buy them all. Do I have anything in my inventory other than them? What, could I sell stuff? Could I? Potentially? Maybe? I don't know. Spotted heart frog, heart surfer. How about we breed you with the eggplant frog? I did it! I got a new frog. The surfer eggplant frog. Yay! Collections. I already have that lamp. I'm not really... I could get it in black, but do I need it? Nope. Nope, I don't. Let's order some... samosas. On the topic of food and potentially spicy food, I gave kebabs a second chance. Yes, last night. I think I tried one at some point, like, I guess in high school, and I was just like, nah. I think it was the house sauce. It was just like, nope, no thanks. But there's one place that apparently their sauce is sweeter than normal. I don't know, because, like, I don't remember what it's meant to taste like, but they were really good. Plus, I like naan bread, so the fact you can get it on naan bread is a big win. Though damn, kebabs feel like a lot. They are a lot. Just a little mountain. Luckily, I was very happy. I was like, yeah. And that's my food adventures, because I'm that person that will just order the same, like, 3 things. It's partially a cheapskate thing. Because I'm kind of like, if I'm buying food, I want to know I like it. But, so I'm kind of like, the only reason I went for it was because my boyfriend had half a kebab, because someone had, like, ordered kebab, didn't want all of it, whatever. And he let me try some of the sauce, and I was just like, And this is how adventurous people become slightly adventurous in the non-adventurous ways. But hey, I'm sure at least someone is similar in some regard to that. And I want food. Why do I get hungry during streams? Like, do I really bring that much energy talking? I don't think so. But it's just funny because, you know, I eat dinner and then I get hungry a few hours later. What's that about? What's that about? Hey, me. Where you go? Okay, you going to talk to people? That's okay. I for a second I was like, is she done with the play and going to, like, leave it on be a table. So it's gonna be like excuse you. We just hear like talk, 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 talk. That's great. Sim cannot go home right now. Why not? Flea market's nearly up. It's a friend hangout. That's why. No, go home. Take your food and go home. Go on. She's like, no, I'm gonna finish eating first. Which is fine. But you know what? You're not even hungry, and I think you're not even eating anymore. I think you might have gotten slightly bugged. So just waddle home, please. Please? Even over to there? Thank you. You get nervous that your Sim's just about to stop functioning. You're gonna pass out. You're gonna pass out probably before you even get to bed. Well, definitely at the rate of you're not moving. Excuse me. Your bed is literally waiting. Excuse me. Look, I know I can get kind of not wanting to do anything and just remain stationary and do nothing, but this is a little, this is like, no. Okay, what if I, can you walk like 2 feet? Yes. Can you walk a few more feet? Also, Hammy? What? What do you mean? What happened to Hammy? Purchasing, there's a University. Oh man, when I was on my break, little Ham passed away due to starvation. You saw nothing. Yes, Cubs, you heard Hammy, but nothing happened. Raven wasn't right. Nope. Okay. I believe in us completing the computer hours at least of this. Okay, stop. No, don't interrupt. I hate when they decide to be like, oh yeah, we're not going to queue the thing right after all the other queued things. No, we're going to make it jump the queue. No. No, that's not how it works. It's not how it works, damn it. Do programming, continue side job, get 4 more hours, and then see what's next. How the heck is your habitat that bad already? Don't worry, Sim, I'll clean up for you. But for the love of everything, will you please actually do the things I tell you to do? Why are you being all weird? Why? You let the old me die? I didn't let anything happen, Cubs! Hi, Simmy, what the heck? It's like you have to be right beside someone to interact with it. I have so many. Excuse me? Excuse me? Get the hell out of my apartment. And get the hell off my computer and just get out. Just get out, you rude neighbor. It's a small little 4 hours. We can do it. You know, I got the achievement a little bit ago for playing Sims for like 100 hours in a save file. I dare say that's real hours, but it's also amusing in the, there's a lot of hundreds and hours of various varieties here. Why are we angry? Noise. It's fine, they're just blasting music. As long as it's good, who cares, right? Nice. 7. We're almost there. Who told you you could come in to my apartment? Seriously. Seriously. Who? Because it wasn't me. No, go away. Go away. Don't really care as long as she's not getting in my way, but like, rude and rude again. I thought that said about being insufficient. I was like, no, but it was sufficient, so it's like, that's okay. Something keeps moving in OBS, and I don't know what it is. Like, it's something, because I have, like, the stream elements, like, built in, like, add-on activity feed. And something over there keeps catching my eye, because I see movement, but there's nothing. And I don't know if it's, like, resizing itself or something somehow. I don't. Or maybe my eyes are really playing tricks on me. I don't know. What I do know is we are going to hit 100 hours in the computer very soon. And Piggle, don't give me those sad ears. You'll get a big treat, don't you worry. You're a good pupper. Just like every pupper. Did it! She dream of becoming a computer uncle. Sure, she might be a bit of a geek, but she's one very successful geek. I'll take it. What's the what's on anything? Do you have any any job requirements? We'll read books. Give Piggle a treat. Do I even have a bookcase? I don't think I do. Whoops, Daisy. My sim don't even have a bookcase. Piggle, you're a good pig.
Yeah,
Dog, you're a good dog named after a pig. Oh boy. Okay. Step 1, buy a bookcase. Step 2, figure out where we're putting said bookcase. We get one of the little tiny ones though. Here it comes in black and red. I'm very here for that. If I sell that and move you along here, no. Almost, but no. Just fit there, but at the same time, do I really want it there? Not really, but we can put it there. That's a nice free open wall. Just waiting for something. Okay, read something. Do you have work today? You have work in 6 hours. Tracings with radiation seem to be lingering by Lil Ham Ham's habitat. Thankfully, readings are low enough to pose no danger to Sims. Just what kind of trouble is that rodent getting into? No trouble at all. Look, Lil Ham Ham's just running around in his wheel, exploring all his enclosure. Fine. Everything's fine. Mimi, just chasing your tail into bed like a good kitty. And Pickles just say like, I don't need soft surfaces to sleep on. I will sleep on the floor if I want to. Ignores bads. Ignores bed. Ignores sofa. Ignores But hey, if Piggle likes the floor, Piggle can sleep in the floor. It's an improvement from going outside and sleeping on the street, but hey. We're not judging here. Much. What book you reading anyway? The Lord of the Swings. Children's and fantasy. The playground has grown dangerous now that the school bully is back. Everyone is vying for the one swing, a swing that swings higher and faster than all others. Can Eduardo and his friends destroy the one swing before Byron the bully gets his grubby hands on it? I do love the Sims descriptions and things. Everything that's a reference is just beautiful. Okay, maybe make some French toast. Yes. Please. Yes, finish reading a book. Make food. We have 4 hours until work. This work is at 9 still. I'm trying to see, can I get all her needs, like chill, and then some delightful logic skilling. This'll be fine. Eat more French toast. Eat more French toast. Three hours. What's our skill even at? Okay, we're like halfway to the second one, so that actually is quite chill. I say, like, I don't know how long it takes to level up half of a skill, but more progress is better than less progress. Please play. I appreciate you having more dancing skill than me, but priorities. Priorities, Simmy. You might actually get logic level 2 before you disappear for work. I'm not complaining. Yep. I don't know what career to go into after I get the top tech guru. I know I want to go into science if we can get a clone, which would be very beneficial for doing the whole, like, so, because, you know, the careers have different branches at the top and you can't do both, which really sucks. I kind of wish, like, one sim could just quit and, like, choose to go into it and, like, again, and, like, re-choose their branch, but sadly not. You need to go to work because you're going to be late. Because you're already late. Because I didn't pay attention to the time. Whoopsie daisy. Sounds too social for me. Oh yeah, I kept meaning to... I want to see what's what in the gallery. I'm like, all these little notifications are staring at me. The bee's knees? The bee's knees? I need to know about this lot. I built a whole bee house, okay? I need to know about something called the bee's knees. A cute little beekeeper house. And the house looks like a little, like the beehives. This is a one-room build for season. You may want to put a flat floor above this room so rain won't come in. Okay. I want to see more pictures of it, but I'm also like... Yes, I will download that and then probably never place it anywhere. But that's fine. Hey, someone downloaded my... That was the build from the vampire who had a basement full of potential painting gremlins. Food supply, which didn't want to paint. Didn't want to paint at all. Don't mind me, I'm just looking at all the amazing things people build. One day I'll be both that patient and that, I don't know, creative. People really love this simple purple bathroom I did. Like, fair, but I'm also like, all the other colored bathrooms I did were like way nicer than that one, and that one's getting so much love. Alien dog. Because I did like a whole rainbow apartment, like building. Apartment building, because you can't build your own apartments, but it was functionally, design-wise, an apartment building. With all the colors. That looks really cool. Yeah. Oh, a haunted playroom, yes. A playroom suitable for the Addams family. Even the most awful little monster will have fun in this gruesomely decorated room. Includes puppet theater, toy box, stuffed animal, dollhouse, toddler blocks, bookshelf, baby doll battle royale. What? Okay. That's cool. Someone downloaded the family that I made for Island Living. Fair. I'm just always impressed because I'm like, I don't create Sims. I just vaguely create Sims. I went too far. Okay. The gallery is a rabbit hole. A rabbit hole I disappear down a lot. Come on, game. You can save quicker than that. And the game's like, don't test me or I'll start acting like The Sims 3. And I'm like, please no. Though I'd also be kind of impressed if anything, if it could. Because like, oh boy, did this The Sims 3. That was a buggy game. There are other buggy games out there, but that's my buggy game. I'm trying to make a new tab. Because we're gonna go do a raid so that I maybe don't completely ruin my sleep tonight. Where am I? Where am I? What am I? What is life? Okay, who's on and what they playing? A lot of people, a lot of things, as usual. Ooh. Yeah, okay. Easy choice. Get back on that Dark Souls. Hey, Edward. I should do the Dark Soulsing. I should. But the only problem is there's a little purple dragon coming up that's going to take a lot of my time. But don't you worry. Dark Souls will not be forgotten. And it certainly won't get slammed into a 3-game stream plan again. Dark Souls needs more time. But for now, we're gonna raid Norse Pearl, who is a fellow Dumpling Tribe team member, is awesome, and is playing Kindergarten, which seems delightfully, vaguely, I don't know, murderousy. I don't know a lot about it, but I'm like, I've picked up enough from YouTube videos. And if you like social media, there's a beautiful command for you all. And if you like raid commands, there's one for YouTube, but you don't have to use it. It's fine. And I will see people all tomorrow. Same time, same place. Maybe same game. I don't know.